Is there an estate with your name on it? We're joining the Heir Hunters in 45 minutes. Now on BBC Two, a few nervous seconds before they face the woman in black.
Here are today's team of 9 contestants preparing for the show. Only one of them will go home with the prize money.
The weakest link. Let's meet the team.
My name is Zosha, I'm 29 and I'm a sales consultant from Birmingham.
I'm John, I'm 52. I'm a primary school teacher from Belfast.
I'm Graham, I'm 37 years old. I'm a car salesman from Galashiels in Scotland.
I'm Jean, I'm 52 years old. I'm a textile artist from Derby.
I'm Roy, I'm 41. I'm an engineering mechanic, originally from Merseyside. I now live in Plymouth.
I'm Kim, I'm 34. I'm an incident manager from Poole in Dorset.
I'm Maureen, I'm 44, and I'm a retired civil servant from Winsford.
I'm Peter, I'm 27, and I'm a research student from London.
My name's Mark, I'm 32 years old. I'm a police officer from Burnley in Lancashire.
Now the rules. In each round, the aim is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your £1,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way is to create a chain of 9 correct answers. Get your question wrong, and you break the chain and you lose all the money in that chain. But if you say bank before the question is asked, the money is safe. However, you start a new chain from scratch. Remember, at the end of the round, only money that has been banked can be taken forward. In round 1, you have 3 minutes on the clock. We'll start with the person whose name is first alphabetically. That's you, Graham. Let's play the weakest link. The first question is for £20. Start the clock. Graham, in food, what colour is the flesh of a coconut?
White.
Correct. Jean, in astrology, the lion is the symbol for which sign of the zodiac?
Leo.
Correct. Roy, in a standard modern pack of 54 cards, how many jokers are there?
2.
Correct. Kim, in nature, a cygnet is the young of which bird?
Swan.
Correct. Maureen, in medicine, what part of the body is usually manipulated during reflexology?
Back.
Foot. Peter, what S is the nickname given to the Dachshund breed of dog?
Pass.
Sausage dog. Mark, in TV, which sitcom starring David Jason and Nicholas Lyndhurst took its title from a Cockney saying?
Pony fools and horses.
Correct. Sasha, in transport, what is the most popular name for the Boeing 747?
Jumbo jet.
Correct. John, from which 1939 musical comes the lyric "Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high"?
The Wizard of Oz.
Correct. Graham,
Bank.
in food, what Z is the outer skin of a citrus fruit?
Zest.
Correct. Jean, which Shakespeare play features the famous 3 witches?
Macbeth.
Correct. Roy, in nature, is it the catfish or the dogfish that is a member of the shark family?
The catfish.
Dogfish. Kim,
Bank.
in the TV sitcom One Foot in the Grave, what was the name of Victor Meldrew's wife?
Pass.
Margaret Meldrew. Maureen, in maths, how many degrees are there in a circle?
190.
360. Peter, in the animal kingdom, is a scorpion considered an arachnid?
Yes.
Correct. Mark, in food, a tangelo is a cross between a grapefruit and which other citrus fruit?
A tangerine.
Correct.
Bank.
Zosia, in politics, what is Mo Molan's first full name?
Pass.
Marjorie. John, which Premiership football team has their home ground at Old Trafford?
Manchester United.
Correct. Graham, in the TV sitcom The Vicar of Dibley, is the vicar called Geraldine or Josephine?
Josephine.
Geraldine. Jean, which sea creature's name is often shortened to Winkle?
Periwinkle.
Correct. Roy, in TV, which BBC documentary narrated by Kenneth Branagh featured digital effects of prehistoric creatures?
Dinosaurs walk the earth.
Walking with Dinosaurs. Kim, proverbially, what hath no fury like a woman scorned?
A woman.
Kell. Maureen, in literature, what nationality is the novelist Maeve Binchy?
Irish.
Correct. Peter, a cat chases a mouse for 15 metres. How far is this in centimetres?
1,500.
Correct. Mark, in which children's game do players quietly say a word to each other in turn before the last person reveals what they think was said?
Chinese whispers.
That is correct. Joshua.
Bank.
In the animal kingdom, what D is a breed of dog with a smooth white coat and distinctive black or brown spots?
Dalmatians.
Correct, John. With which sport... Time is up, and of the £1,000 available, you put in the bank a disappointing 250. Who clearly is out of their depths? Who isn't up to the job? Who perhaps should not have made the journey today? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Statistically, the strongest link in this first round is Mark, and the weakest link is Maureen. But at such an early stage in the game, will the rest of the team have picked up on this?
OK, voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Roy.
Maureen.
Kim.
Kim.
Peter.
Maureen.
Peter.
Maureen.
Kim.
Well, how interesting, team. We have a tie. Maureen and Kim, 3 votes each. Kim, what do you do?
I'm an incident manager.
What does that mean?
I settle people's insurance claims.
Oh, do you come round and tell us even though we thought we were covered, you're not going to pay out?
No, I don't. I do desktop work. So I tell you over the phone.
Oh, right, I see. And what has Maureen done to upset you?
I couldn't vote for myself, so...
Right, OK. Jean, why Kim?
I believe she got 2 questions wrong.
She wasn't the weakest link, though, Jean.
No.
No. Was she, Maureen?
I doubt it, no.
No. Why do you doubt it, Maureen?
Because I think I may have been.
Right. Well, when the vote is tied, the strongest link has to cast the deciding vote. Mark, you were the strongest link. Now, having heard the evidence, do you want to stick with Kim, or are you going to vote for Maureen?
Sorry, Kim. Just going to stick with what I voted.
Mark has decided he wants rid of you. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm really, really gutted because I did know the answers to the questions I got wrong, and I also knew that Maureen was the weakest link. She got 2 questions wrong and lost us £200. I think Maureen will probably be voted off next. She is very nervous, and I think she'll get more nervous as she's realised she's had a very near escape.
Round 2, you've won £250 so far. If you'd stayed awake, you could have had 1,000 by now. 8 of you left. We are now taking 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Mark. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Mark, with which sport is Olympic medalist Mark Spitz associated?
Swimming.
Correct. Zosha, in England, what type of headwear is shown off in an Easter parade at Battersea every year?
Bonnets.
Correct. John, what A is a substance that sticks 2 surfaces together?
Adhesive.
Correct. Graham.
Bank.
Warwick is home to the administrative headquarters of which English county?
Warwickshire.
Correct. Jean, in the human body, which A is a hormone secreted by the adrenal gland in times of stress or in response to a fright or shock?
Adrenaline.
Correct. Roy, the 19th century Italian author and journalist Carlo Collodi was the creator of which well-known children's wooden puppet character?
Pinocchio.
Correct. Maureen, in English fashion, what kind of belt is used to hold up stockings?
A suspender belt.
Correct. Peter, in science, are coal and oil a renewable or non-renewable source of energy?
It's non-renewable.
Correct. Mark, in maths, what S is a perfectly round solid with all points on its surface the same distance from the centre?
Circumference.
Sphere. Joshua, complete the title of this 1985 film directed by Sidney Pollack, out of what?
Eden.
Africa. John, what word does footballer David Beckham have tattooed across his back?
Brooklyn.
Correct. Graham, in food, which member of the parsley family has lacy green foliage and long, slender, edible orange roots?
Chervil.
Carrot. Jean, in American slang, a buck refers to what amount of money?
$1.
Correct. Roy, which sport would you associate with the American Arthur Ashe?
Tennis.
Correct. Maureen, in language, is the word intelligent a noun or an adjective?
A noun.
An adjective. Peter, In biology, what D is the process by which food is broken down in the human body?
Digestion.
Correct. Mark, in the animal kingdom, is a swift a type of bird or fish?
A bird.
Correct. Joshua, in computer technology, what H is a person who gains unauthorised access to a computer system or programme?
Hacker.
Correct. John.
Bank.
On what TV game show presented by Matthew Kelly do contestants impersonate their favourite singers?
Stars in their eyes.
Correct. Graham. In children's literature, what was the name of the old Etonian pirate who lost an arm to Peter Pan?
Captain Hook.
Correct. Jean. What tool is used to check if a surface is level and contains a glass tube filled with liquid and an air bubble?
Spirit level.
Correct. Roy.
Bank.
In history, papyrus was used to make a type of what made by the Egyptians?
Pass.
Paper. Maureen, in fashion, where would you usually wear a crush hat, at the opera or at the races?
At the races.
At the opera. Peter, in geography, Wilts is the abbreviation of which English county? Time is up. The answer was Wiltshire, and that time you did marginally better, but not fantastically by any means. £300 was banked, and of course another £1,000 target well missed. Remember, team, charity and generosity have no place in this game. If you want to be rich, you have to be ruthless. One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
John has become the round's strongest link because he answered all of his questions correctly and banked money for the team. With the most incorrect answers, Maureen is the weakest link once again, but can she survive the vote for a second time?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Maureen.
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 Roy.
Maureen.
Roy.
Maureen.
Maureen.
Graham, why Maureen?
Well, she was a wee bit unfortunate with some of the questions she got. She didn't have a tremendous round the last round. She didn't have a really good round again this round, and I just felt that maybe it was time just to let her go.
You're going to have a lot of tremendous rounds?
I hope so.
Right, OK. Joshua, why Maureen?
I felt that very bad for her 'cause she had some hard questions, but unfortunately, money counts and she has to go.
Maureen, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, I did expect to see my name on the name boards because I'd had a bad round and I previously had a bad round. I was very lucky to get through to the second round. I voted for Roy in that round, and I think he will be voted off for the next round because he is showing nerves and taking time.
Round 3, and of the £2,000 you could have won by now, you have in the kitty just 550. You're down to 7 players. We're taking another 10 seconds off the clock. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's John. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. John, in humans, what R is given to very rapid automatic response to a particular stimulus?
Reflex.
Correct. Graham, in which country would you find the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary?
Australia.
Correct. Jean, which sport is usually played by 2 teams of 11 players with hooks, sticks and a ball and starts with a bully?
Hockey.
Correct. Roy.
Bank.
In modern literature, what bee is on the landscape in the title of Tom Sharp's 1975 satirical novel?
Pass.
Blot. Peter, in geography, in which European country is the city of Genoa?
Italy.
Correct. Mark, in the book and TV series The Darling Buds of May, what is the surname of the central family?
Pass.
Larkin. Zosha, which champagne bottle is bigger, a Methuselah or a Jeroboam?
Methuselah.
Correct. John, in pop music, of which girl band is Emma Bunton a member?
Spice Girls.
Correct. Graham.
Bank.
In theatre, name the elder daughter of the late actor Sir Michael Redgrave.
Vanessa.
Correct. Jean, Lord Nelson's flagship HMS Victory can be seen in the dockyard of which southern English town?
Plymouth.
Portsmouth. Roy, in religion, the Jewish Sabbath begins at sunset on which day?
Saturday.
Friday. Peter, in film, what was the name of Peter Sellers' character in the 1963 movie The Pink Panther?
Inspector Clouseau.
Correct. Mark, In humans, approximately how many pints of blood are there in a fully grown adult? 4, 8 or 14?
8.
Correct. Zsa, which magician who shares his stage name with a Charles Dickens character was born David Seth Kotkin in 1956?
Copperfield.
Correct. John.
Bank.
What 1930s Disney film opens with the song Someday My Prince Will Come playing in the background?
Snow White and the Seven
Correct.
Dwarfs.
Graham. In science, what is the solvent in an aqueous solution?
Pass.
Water. Jean, which village in Somerset is famous for its cheese and a gorge through the Mendip Hills?
Cheddar.
Correct. Roy, in the animal kingdom, does the term homothermic refer to warm-blooded or cold-blooded animals?
Cold-blooded.
Warm-blooded. Peter, what Lenny is an American rock singer who had a hit in 1993 entitled Are You Gonna Go My Way?
Lenny Kravitz.
Correct. Mark, in which country is the world's longest canal, China or Italy?
China.
Correct. Zsa, in which 1973 Bond film did Jane Seymour play tarot card reader solitaire?
Live and Let Die.
Correct.
Bank.
John. Nature, what tree are the... Time is up, and you banked a hardly impressive £350 out of a possible 1,000. Who can't handle the pressure? Who isn't worthy of a place in this team? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
For the second time in the game, John is the strongest link. The worst player is Roy, although he did bank money for the team. But will this save him when it comes to the vote?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Roy.
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 Jean.
Roy.
Roy.
Jean, you like sightseeing?
Mm-hmm.
Ever seen HMS Victory lying around?
Not in Plymouth.
No. Why Roy?
Unfortunately, he got the questions wrong.
Right. It's not that you don't like him standing there next to you.
No, I think he's a very nice person.
Right. How's it going for you, Peter?
Well, so-so. I'm getting into my stride.
Are you? What stride would that be?
Well, hopefully quite a long and vigorous one.
Good, we'll look forward to it. Why Roy?
He got a few questions wrong. They were quite difficult questions, but there was no money for me to bank.
Right. So, Roy, how do you think you did?
Agreed that I was the weakest link there.
You were?
Just
Oh,
look at
there's
the
no
questions
problem
at a
then.
time.
6 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Jean voted for me 3 times on the trot. She's a bit nervous to look around it, see what's happening. Because I've gone now, it should probably look to the right-hand side and start picking on Graham. I hope she doesn't, but I have a feeling that's what she's going to do.
Round 4, £900 banked out of potential prize money of £3,000. Dear, dear, there are 6 of you left. We are taking another 10 seconds off the clock. You now have 2.5 minutes. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's John. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. John, in human biology, how many taste zones are there on the tongue? 4 or 6?
6.
4. Graham, in fashion, in which country was Levi Strauss born?
USA.
Germany. Jean, in music, which American rock and roll singer originally recorded the song Whole Lot of Shaking Going On and Great Balls of Fire?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Correct. Peter, in art, what nationality was Edgar Degas? French or Belgium?
Belgium.
French. Mark, in the Old Testament, the Ark of the Covenant was a wooden chest which contained what?
The Holy Grail.
The 10 Commandments. Zsa, which British comedian was born Lenworth George Henry?
Lenny Henry.
Correct. John, from which country did the inventor of the stethoscope come, France or Germany?
Germany.
France. Graham, in the human body, what G is an energy source stored as glycogen?
Glands.
Glucose. Jean, on which Balearic island is the resort of Magaluf?
Mallorca.
Correct. Peter, in history, was the Battle of Lepanto fought against the Turks in 1571 a land or sea battle?
It was a sea battle.
Correct. Mark,
Blank.
In pop music, which British singer's 1996 album was entitled Older?
George Michael.
Correct. Zosha, in the human body, what sea is also known as the collarbone?
Clavicle.
Correct. John, who was the first to discover the planet Uranus, Herschel or Hubble?
Herschel.
Correct. Graham.
Bank.
In geography, what is the name of the highest mountain range in the world?
The Himalayas.
Correct. Jean, in which British city is Chetham's School of Music, Glasgow or Manchester?
Glasgow.
Manchester. Peter, which American state is named after George II of England?
Georgia.
Correct. Mark, if you wish to travel in Germany directly from Munich to Berlin, would you head north or south?
South.
North. Zosha, in history, the War of the Roses were fought between the House of York and the House of where?
Stuart.
Lancaster. John, in 1997, did Tony Blair become the youngest Prime Minister in 200 years or 500 years?
In 200 years.
Correct. Graham, in sport, is curling or hurling played on ice?
Curling.
Correct. Jean, which European city has been capital of Bohemia, Czechoslovakia and the Czech Republic?
Budapest.
Correct answer is Prague, and after all that work, you banked a mere £150. Who are the rest of you carrying? Time to vote off the weakest link.
The statistics show that Zosha is the strongest link in this round. The weakest link is Mark, who gave more wrong than right answers. But will his previous success as the strongest link in round 1 save him from the vote?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Jean.
Jean.
Mark.
Peter.
Jean.
Jean.
Zosha, why Jean?
I don't think she banked when she could have done.
Right. How do you think she did on the questions?
I know she got a couple wrong.
No, she only got one wrong.
Did she?
Same as you.
Sorry. Sorry, Jean.
Mark, how's it going for you?
Spectacularly well.
Is it? Good. Well, we'll have fun when that all goes wrong. Why Jean?
I think she's been the weakest player in this round. She's got a couple wrong, and
Okay.
it's money that counts.
Well, that's interesting. Because statistically, guess who was the weakest player in this round?
It might have just been a bad round for me on this occasion.
Right. Jean, you weren't the worst player statistically, but with 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, I think it was appalling that I was voted off. I wasn't the weakest link. I only got 1 question wrong, and to choose me when other people had got 2 questions wrong, I think was awful. I think Zosha, John and Graham are bunching together, and I think they're aiming to be the last 3 in the game.
Round 5, your total is £1,050. If you'd hit your targets, it would be £4,000. There are 5 players left, another 10 seconds coming off the time. We start with the strongest link from the last round, that's Zosha. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Zosha, in money, what is the highest value note in circulation in France? The 500 or 1,000 franc bill?
1,000 francs.
The 500 franc bill. John, in politics, in which decade were the first direct elections to the European Parliament held?
The 1970s.
Correct. Graham, which band had UK hits in the 1960s with My Generation and Pinball Wizard?
The Who.
Correct. Peter, what is the common name for the effect which occurs in the atmosphere because of the presence of gases that absorb the sun's rays?
The ozone effect.
The greenhouse effect. Mark, in nature, the lackey, garden tiger and sallow kitten are all types of which insect?
The beetle.
The moth. Zosha, what is the name of the British Army bugle call that is sounded at military funerals and on Remembrance Day?
Pass.
Last post. John, in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, who casts a spell on Titania that makes her fall in love with Bottom?
Pass.
Oberon. Graham, what system for identifying crime suspects from features described by witnesses was first used by police in 1959 in California?
Fingerprints.
Identikit. Peter, which political party said in their 1997 manifesto, alone in Europe, the history of the United Kingdom has been one of stability and security?
The Conservative Party.
Correct. Mark, for what does the acronym BAFTA stand?
British Film and Television.
British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Zosha, in history, does the term Neolithic refer to the latter part of the Stone Age or Bronze Age?
Bronze Age.
Stone Age. John, in which capital city would you find the sites of the ancient Mayan and Aztec civilizations?
In Lima.
Mexico City. Graham, in geology, what P is a rigid segment of the Earth's crust which can float across the heavier rock below?
Pumice.
Plate. Peter, which US state claims the title of America's first state, Delaware or Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
Delaware. Mark, in what country is the musical Miss Saigon set?
China.
Vietnam. Zosha, in science, what A is one of the oldest known compounds of nitrogen?
Pass.
Ammonia. John, the 1978... Time is up, and it wasn't just Mark who was spectacular, which is how he describes when he's rubbish, but the rest of you. Just 3 correct answers. You scraped together a magnificent 0. Nothing. Not a single penny. It will be difficult for me to ask you to consider who is not up to scratch and who is a waste of space. But who is marginally more stupid than the rest of you? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Having gained the most money for the team, Graham is the strongest link in this round. With no correct answers, Zosha has gone from the strongest link in the last round to this round's weakest link. But who will lose out when it comes to the voting?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Mark.
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 Zosha.
Sasha.
John, you tell us your specialist subject is literature.
Yes.
I'm quite nervous to wonder what you consider isn't a specialist subject, since you don't seem to know any Shakespeare.
Well, I knew it, but it just wouldn't come.
Right. And why Mark?
I think that we had a very bad round the last time, but I think a few questions came round to Mark and there's a chance to bank, and he didn't. And I think that's the only reason, really.
Right. How did it go for you, Graham?
I got 1 right, which in this round was a massive achievement. But other than that, it was a disaster.
Anyway, you thought Mark was the weakest link, did you?
Yes, I did.
He wasn't, was he, Zosha?
No.
Who was, do you think?
Me?
Right, and nobody noticed, did they?
They did over there, but these lot didn't, thank goodness.
Ah, well, they're not very bright over
No,
here.
they're not.
Okay. Statistically, Zosha was the weakest and worst player. Ah, but with 3 votes, Mark, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I think the other players voted me off because I was the weakest link in a previous round. It was a terrible round for everybody, and unfortunately people remembered the wrong answers that I gave. I think in the next round, perhaps Zosha will probably go. I think when you get down to just a few players, people's memories will remember who was the weakest link in the previous round.
Round 6, you've won £1,050 out of a possible 5,000. There's 4 of you left. We are cutting another 10 seconds from the time. We start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Graham. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Graham, the 1978 film The Wiz featured Diana Ross and which famous American singer and songwriter in the role of the Scarecrow?
Michael Jackson.
Correct. Peter, in history, Adolf Hitler's political manifesto Mein Kampf translates as my what in English?
My struggle.
Correct. Zosha, in football, which brothers played for England in the 1966 World Cup final?
Charlton's.
Correct.
Thanks.
John, in film, by what name was martial arts expert Lee Kwan Kam more commonly known?
Bruce Lee.
Correct. Graham, which notable award did Betty Williams and Mairead Corrigan win in 1976?
The Nobel Peace Prize.
Correct. Peter, which is further, 12 miles or 22 kilometres?
22 kilometres.
Correct. Bank. Zosha. Sans-Son Dance Macabre is the basis of the theme music for which TV series that starred Alan Davis and Carolyn Quentin?
Kiss Me Kate.
Jonathan Creek. John, in politics, does MI6 deal with domestic or international intelligence?
International.
Correct. Graham, in which month do Americans celebrate Martin Luther King Day?
January.
Correct. Peter, on which beach were the volleyball events staged at the Sydney 2000 Olympics?
Bondi Beach.
Correct.
Bank.
Zosha, in the Bible, how many tribes of Israel are there?
12.
Correct. John, which actor said on being knighted in the year 2000, I am very quietly but so ecstatically happy?
Michael Caine.
Correct. Graham.
Bank.
In the UK, what is the speed limit for cars and motorcycles on a deregulated single carriageway road outside a built-up area?
60 miles per hour.
Correct. Peter, in the animal kingdom, what type of creature is an aye, a lemur or a lizard?
It's a lemur.
Correct. Zosha, in classical music, what nationality was the composer Gustav Holst?
Austrian.
English. John, which river has 4 European capitals situated on its banks?
The Danube.
Correct. Graham, in theatre, did Anthony Schaeffer or his brother Peter write the play Black Comedy?
Peter.
Correct.
Bank.
Peter. Well, time is up, but things have taken a turn for the better. You banked £400, but who is still dazed and bewildered? It's time to vote off. Weakest Link.
For the second successive round, Graham is the strongest link with an impressive 5 correct answers. Zosha is the weakest link yet again, but can she survive the vote for the second time?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Peter.
Zosha.
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 Peter, why Zosha?
I think statistically she was the weakest link, but she's been a great team member and it'd be sad to see her go.
Graham, why Zosha?
It was very difficult because she was the only person to get a question wrong. I think she got 2 questions wrong, and I think everybody else got their questions right. So it's statistics and that's it.
Yeah, but it does slightly look as if the men are ganging up on the women, doesn't it?
Absolutely not at all. She's been outstanding this afternoon.
Zosha, with 3 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Actually, I'm quite gutted about being voted off in that round because I thought I did not too badly. I banked a lot of money for the team there, but unfortunately I got 2 of the questions wrong. I think that towards the end it was a bit of men versus women since I was the only girl standing. I thought I did quite good to get through the last round, but unfortunately I didn't get through right to the end. The men did gang up on me.
Round 7, you have £1,450 in the bank out of a possible £6,000 you could have won. 3 of you left. You've got rid of all the women and a couple of the blokes. Another 10 seconds off the clock. We start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Graham. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Graham, which southern US state is home to Fort Apache and London Bridge?
California.
Arizona. Peter, on the World Wide Web, which country does the ES domain represent?
Spain.
Correct. John, in nature, what type of flower is named after Leonard Fuchs?
Fuchsia.
Correct. Graham, which 1993 film won Steven Spielberg his first Best Director Oscar?
Schindler's List.
Correct. Peter, in which decade was the oral contraceptive pill first tested on volunteers in the United States?
The 60s.
1950s. John, Colonel Gaddafi is the leader of which North African country?
Libya.
Correct. Graham, in geology, an aquifer is the name given to any rock containing what?
Salt.
Water. Peter, in film, which Belgian actor had the starring role in the 1992 film Universal Soldier?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Correct. John, in British nobility, what title is held by the wife of a marquess?
Marquesa.
Marchioness. Graham.
Bank.
In which Hindu festival are small lamps placed in rows along temples and houses and set adrift on rivers and streams?
Pass.
Diwali. Peter, which Richard appeared as Emperor Marcus Aurelius in the film Gladiator with Russell Crowe and Oliver Reed?
Richard Skinner.
Harris. John, in Greek mythology, sirens had the heads of women and the bodies of which creatures?
Snakes.
Birds. Graham, in children's literature, is the last battle the 6th or 7th of the Narnian Chronicles?
The 9th.
7. Peter, in literature, what was the nationality of the writer Aldous Huxley?
He was British.
English, yes.
Bank.
John, who was president of the USA during the Anglo-French assault on Egypt in 1956?
Eisenhower.
Correct. Graham, in the UK, which county is the market town of Frome?
Hertfordshire.
Somerset. Time is up, and having got rid of all the women and a couple of the blokes, you won £20, team. Well done. Now, in round 8, if you can get your heads around this, you get the chance to treble what you bank, and that means in the next round there is potentially £3,000 to be won. The question is, who is even worse at this game than the other two? Who do you want to put out of their misery? Who's blown their big chance? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
The statistics for John and Peter are very similar, but John is the strongest link because he was the only player to bank money for the team. In a reversal of fortune, Graham has become this round's weakest link, but who will lose out in this final vote?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Peter.
Peter.
Graham.
John, now tell me why you voted for Peter.
It's very hard to remember what's actually happening at this stage of the game, and I thought that Peter missed 1 or 2 questions. I think he missed an opportunity to bank, and basically for that reason.
Graham, why on earth Peter?
It was between me and Peter. I felt that was from the sublime to the ridiculous. I had a dreadful round, and I'll be honest, I'm lucky to be in the final.
Well, statistically, Graham was the worst player, but Peter, with 2 votes, you are the weakest link. Back.
Well, obviously, you know, those two are very clever men. I'm really happy for them. No, I lied. I'm a bit gutted, actually. I think I was probably the strongest player there. I think they just bottled it and they voted tactically. Graham is from Scotland. John is from Northern Ireland. I think there might have been an element of anti-London feeling in their choice to vote me out.
Round 8, you've won £1,470. You could by now have won £7,000. John and Graham, just the 2 of you left. You've got rid of all the women, all the youngsters, in fact everybody who isn't called Graham or John. This time you have 90 seconds. But whatever you win in this round will be trebled and added to your total to make up your final prize money. So £3,000 is at stake in this round. We start with the strongest link from the last round, that's John. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. John, what was the pseudonym of American novelist Samuel Clemens, whose best-known books tell tales of growing up and life on the Mississippi?
Mark Twain.
Correct. Graham, what B is a South American country that was once at the centre of the Inca Empire?
Bolivia.
Correct. John,
Bank.
name the actor who starred in Kind Hearts and Coronets and Star Wars.
Alec Guinness.
Correct. Graham, which Japanese city is home to the world's first John Lennon Museum?
Tokyo.
Correct. John.
Bank.
In music, Steven Tyler is the singer in which American rock band?
Pass.
Aerosmith. Graham, which country has suffered the greatest amount of deforestation in the last 10 years?
Brazil.
Correct. John, what is the largest mammal of North America?
The caribou, the moose.
The buffalo. Graham, which political journalist was famously interrupted by Mrs. Thatcher on the embassy steps in Paris?
Pass.
John Sargent. John, in the animal kingdom, what usually happens to male black widow spiders after mating?
They're killed by their mate.
They get eaten. Correct. Graham, what was the
Bank.
nationality of Cubist artist George Braque?
Pass.
French. John, in which country would you find Damascus?
Syria.
Correct. Graham.
Bank.
In the military, what I is the name given to information often secretly or illegally obtained about the enemy?
Pass.
Intelligence. John, in sport, in which country were the '94 Winter Olympics held?
Norway.
Correct, Graham.
Bank.
What word meaning awarding praise? Time is up. You managed to win £160, which will treble and add to the winnings from the previous rounds. That means prize money today of £1,950. But of course, only one of you can take that money away. So now you will be playing against each other head to head. I'll ask alternate questions, best of 5. Whoever answers the most correctly wins. It's as simple as that. If there's a tie after 5, we'll go for sudden death until we have a winner. So, John and Graham, £1,950. Let's play the weakest link. John, as the strongest link in the last round, you have the choice of who goes first.
I'll go first.
John, comedian and actor Mike Reid had a UK hit in the 1970s with his version of which song?
I don't know.
The correct answer is The Ugly Duckling. Graham, in human biology, where would you find the auditory canal?
The heart.
The correct answer is in the ear. John, in geography, in which English county would you find the towns of Bury St Edmunds, Ipswich and Felixstowe?
Suffolk.
That is the correct answer. Graham, who was the Emperor of Japan from 1926 until his death in 1989?
Hirohito.
That is the correct answer. John, in how many films did James Dean appear as a named and credited character?
3.
That is the correct answer. Graham, in the animal kingdom, the robin is a member of which family of birds?
The sparrow.
The correct answer is thrush. John, in education, for what do the initials NVQ stand?
National Vocational Qualification.
That is the correct answer. Graham, you need to answer this question correctly to remain in the game. In geography, the township of Soweto lies nearest to which South African city?
Cape Town.
The correct answer is Johannesburg. That means, John, you are today's strongest link and you go away with £1,950. Graham, you leave with nothing. Join us again for the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, I think my family and my friends will be quite surprised that I did as well as I did, and I think they'll be quite disappointed that I just didn't quite do it.
I feel really pleased that I did as well as I did do. When I came here today, I thought I'd be pleased just to get through a few rounds, and at one stage when I had a particularly poor round, I thought this is good night, but I survived to the end and I'm really delighted with that.